All the knowledge on the world, all the wisdom and every religion can be traced back to the science of light, a science that the Latins in the Renaissance called the Sophia Perennis, perennial wisdom, universal wisdom. The ancient knowledge that tried to know and find about what the angles of light were trying to say at each moment of the day. Let's try to find about this science of light, whose main manifestations are the sun and the ascendant. Let's find about what these two categories really are trying to tell us. Let's do this. Welcome. Hi guys, how are you doing? This is Adrian, transmitting from Louisa Lake State Park in Orlando, Florida. Beautiful place with a very special light. A light that suggests, that inspires me to talk about this matter. The ancient science of light and its mysteries was the main object of the ancient religion, from which we have kept Hermetism, and from which Platonism and Neoplatonism emerged. It's very rare to see the astrological community talk about this matter seriously, but I think it's really important to try to differentiate between the ascendant and the sun as the two main manifestations of light itself that guide of our path and our destiny in this circular experience of living. Every cosmogonic tradition, every ancient religion, even our current religions, Christianity, Hinduism, Judaism, all are pretty anonymous with regards to the cosmogonic moment, the cosmogonic mystery. All are anonymous, that everything that we can see, and light itself comes from the origin, the central axis of the existence, the center of the wheel in which we live. This wheel, this universe, moving around this axis, give us the false impression that we are in this matrix, in this holographic reality. But at every moment, through our heart and through our deeper sense of unity, we can connect to that axis, the same central point that the current science would call the Big Bang, the singularity. This light, when it comes to tell us who we are, is called the ascendant, a concentrated beam of light that is impressed on us at the moment of the cutting of our umbilical cord. When we birth, when we see the first light, we are irradiated with this beam of light, with this ascendant that is called ascendant, but because it's the constellation that is ascending at the east, and the sacred east. I'm sure you surely know that secret societies and chivalry orders, as the Masons, they revere the sacred East, the Orient, the sacred Orient. They revere it. They think it's sacred because when the universe is made, the first beam of light that made a wheel by irradiation, it impacted directly through that east point, the first point, the spring equinox moment. In a clock, we will call this point the 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, okay? The sacred ascendant is the in reality, the closest thing we can find or sacred origin to the sacred obscurity, the sacred matrix of the goddess from which every light has come, including, of course, us. This ascendant is like a sentence. It makes us who we are, and we cannot do anything about it. On the other hand, the sun, the sun, the light in our heart, it's not a sentence at all. And it's not that original beam of light. It's other thing, very different. It's an invitation to go through a circular pilgrimage. The 3,600 degrees of the character arc that we ourselves truly in the deep of our nature are. That's why every solar cult in the earth believes that there are 12 steps of the realization. That's why Hercules and Jesus of Nazareth and every ancient hero had to make the 12 steps under, of course, the 12 constellations, because the universe in his light is divided in these 12 steps that we will explore later in another video. But I am in this one. I only intend to make a differentiation between what's a solar light, the sun that guides us from within, and the ascendant that tell us really what we are in the deepest essence of in our true nature. This light beam, when the creation is made, divides in two kinds of light: an obscure light, a moonlight, and a solar light. The unconscious and the conscious, the feminine and the masculine, the automatic response to reality, the onirical or obscurity, and on the other hand, the solar, the masculine, the part of our reality that we can control with our actions. That of course involves our true will.
The thing is that when we try to know who we really are, and we see our birth chart, we see these two categories, really three, because the sacred trinity includes the moon, feminine, the masculine, and the concentrated beam of light that accumulates both of them in a single energy, in the unity. All cults in the earth, we are going to see that revered they've intimately thought that the number one was the most sacred thing in the earth. Number one. And this unity from which we fall through the creation of the universe, it's what divides this kind of energy. The things that make us need to follow a path instead of being in an eternal unity. So through this differentiation, we will explore further and know why the builders of Washington City, that beautiful architectural complex, was built to show in the hottest days of the year how the Virgo constellation emerged in the ascendant, in the sacred east, at the precise moment of the sunset. Why the builders of that city meant to do that? We'll find all these kinds of actions to show us that they truly believe in the hidden meaning of the light. That ancient purpose in Washington D.C. established that the buildings of the Washington Monument, the obelisk, the Capitol, And the White House describe a sacred triangle that replicates the spring triangle of the sacred equinox. This kind of geometry, this kind of mathematical relations and sacred angles are spread all along this beautiful country, United States, because even the founding fathers were Hermetic. They knew, they very well knew this ancient knowledge that comes from Egypt and beyond that, Atlantis and beyond that. We will explore all these matters, of course. I would be very pleased if we can at least differentiate between these two lights. One is the concentrated beam of light of unity itself. It impacts through the sacred East to us, that is imprinted on us, where when we see the first light when we were born. The other, the sunlight, is with us through our hero's journey. That's 3,600 degrees journey that takes place between our birth and our final moment. So, who we really are, our sun or our ascendant. If you see a birth chart, they can be in different. They can lead to different ways, meaning that in our journey we might need to follow a solar path in order to go back to the origin of the ascendant. That's what it would really mean. I'm so thankful for your time, and I hope that we can see ourselves many more times. I'm exploring the United States. I only been living here for a few months, but I adore this country, and I'm looking forward to reveal a lot of hidden secrets in the beautiful American tradition, in the beautiful American architecture, and in his famous icons like Thomas Jefferson, in this wonderful monument in the Independence Monument. What they really meant religiously, what they meant by liberty, by independence, what these things really meant. Why is there a goddess? Giving her name to the main city of this beautiful country. Are we able to find that very goddess when we come from the sacred East to find in the sacred West, America? We stop in the New York harbor and see that beautiful goddess. What the builders meant with all these reference to ancient gods and ancient symbolism. We'll find out. Welcome to the SuperSapienS experience. This is Adrian, transmitting from the beautiful Florida. I hope you all be very well. Kisses to all of you.